guys, it's Allie. I'm here for another yoga flow. This one's just gonna be totally gentle. Nice, relaxing, very beginner friendly, restorative style. I don't know how many more adjectives I can get it, but you get the point. So wherever you are, just come to a relaxed seated position. Settle in, close the eyes, and this is important. Just shut everything else off and down. All you have is your body and your breath. So deep inhale, little pause, deep exhale. Let your breath settle you down. Deep inhale, cleansing breath, let it out. And use that as a tool. Clear your mind every time you inhale. Let go of everything you need with every exhale. No to-do lists, no worries, no concerns, nothing from your past. You just have this moment. Your body, your breath. Deep inhale. Let it out. Right now is just your time for yourself. So everything else goes away. Settle in. Since this is a slower practice today, maybe set an intention or a mantra, something you can come back to throughout the practice. Your mind will inevitably wander. Just have a sentence, a word, something that empowers you, something that makes you feel good, something that relaxes you, and just let that be the cornerstone of your practice. Settle in and keep breathing. Just let the mind and the body be centered. When you're ready, we're going to add very gentle movement. So eyes can still even be closed. We're just gonna do half circles with the head here. Check in with the posture. Make sure those shoulders are down and back. And let the head just swing in a U shape. Nice and soft. One ear goes to one shoulder. Other hand can go long. Hand that is bent can go around and towards the other hip. Just get a little extra stretch. And then simply switch. So my head tilts, my ear goes, and my arm goes around, comes to the opposite hip. The chin is gonna go right down to the chest. Let it open the back of the neck while you sit up nice and strong. Inhale, we rise up. Fingertips to the shoulders, and we're gonna do big, slow arm circles. Really get into this. Let the whole upper body move with it. And then switch directions. Arms are gonna open, head tilts back, exhale. Inhale, round the body, circular, like you're holding a big beach ball. You're doing cat and cow basically seated. So inhale, exhale, just let it drift back. Inhale, round. I'm moving my hips as I do this too. Last one, fold into yourself, curl. Exhale, let it out. Right hand is gonna drop. Left hand is gonna go behind the ear. So you're not coming over your face, you're actually behind. And instead of reaching down, reach up and then let the body fall over. And that's just gonna really open everything up. I turn up, glance to the ceiling, and then see if you can sink a little lower. Go as low as you can until you feel that hip rising. And then there's that stretch. switch down and across. So behind the ear, lift up, and then allow yourself to fall so you don't cave. And then we glance up, so we turn our bodies, get that opening effect. Beautiful. Come on up. We're gonna go to eagle arms. So hands go out right under left. I create an X, and then I cross around so my palms to come together. If that doesn't work, back of the hands is good. Then take the arms and push away from your body. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, come on down. Just like you're doing a crunch. Inhale, slow rise. Link the body and the breath. Last one. Enjoy each movement. And when I reach the bottom, what I'm gonna do is let my arms go and just walk my hands forward to wherever feels good. So if that's here for you, that's great. Or if you're all on the way floor, whatever feels good. But just let that neck go and release into the ground. One more deep breath. And then gently roll yourself back up. And we're just gonna do the same. I'm just gonna scooch back a little. So opposite hand goes underneath. The right was under left. Now we just swap, eagle arms. Push those hands away. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, come on down. We have 3 of these, just nice and slow. Savor them. Exhale down. Last one, rise up. Exhale down. And then walk those hands forward to any degree, and then release the neck. I like to shift side to side to really get into my hips and my low back. I like claw hands too. That just means my wrists come up. Usually activates the muscles in the back. And just sink deep in. Slow rise up. Roll those shoulders down and back. We're gonna warm up our hands before we go to tabletop. So interlace and just figure 8. We rarely warm up our wrists. And then the opposite side. Take the fingertips, and it's almost like you're bending them back to you. This is really gentle. This is a really good forearm and wrist stretch. Push those fingertips nice and light. There doesn't need to be pain. You don't have to push yourself. Gentle practice. Opposite hand. Nice. All right, so we're gonna go to that tabletop position. Set yourself up with a strong foundation. Hands right underneath your shoulders. My knees are right underneath my hips, so I have a solid base, and then I push through the ground. So this is sinking in, this is active, and this is what I want, nice and strong. We're gonna roll the belly button down, tailbone up, eyes glance up, cow pose. Inhale, cat. So curl everything, my chin comes to my chest. And now let's flow with our breath with this. So inhale, curl, nice and slow, nice long breath. And then wind that back, vertebrae by vertebrae, really getting into it. Flow at your own pace with your breath. Any movement you need here. These are all just suggestions. Do what feels good in your body today. And that might just change day to day. One more set. And then what we're gonna do is put our ankles together, knees go as wide as comfortable, and then slide down to child's pose. Come on down here. So I'm gonna take my wrists up to activate the muscles in my back. You can just have a regular child's pose or claw hands, but sink in here and let those hips sink down into the earth. Just release. Maybe the hands go too. Maybe you go back to that intention we set. Just let your mind drift to what you need. Inhale what you need. Exhale what you don't. And while we're in child's pose, we're just gonna walk our hands over to the side as far as you can get without your lower body moving, and feel that side stretch. This one can get really deep. So just release into it. Maybe close the eyes. Connect with what you're feeling in your body. We're going to go through center and then just walk it over to the other side. Feel the breath. Keep it long and free. So come back to center. We're gonna walk back up to child's pose. No, this isn't child's pose, this is tabletop. And we're actually gonna do a calf stretch. So left leg long, and you just lean back, and what you do is your heel is right over your toe, and then to get deeper into it, the heel can go past the toe. And you're gonna feel that really deep in your calf muscle. One more breath, and then just simply switch. So push that heel past. You'll feel it. It gets a little into the shin, but really deep into that calf muscle. And from here, we're gonna take a restorative thread the needle. So we'll do 3 active ones and then hold for a long couple minutes the other one. So the right hand glides up. I lift, I lengthen, I'm being pulled up to the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, I come through like I'm giving a plate to my neighbor. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, curve. This is really getting into those back muscles. If you've sat a lot, driven, this is a really good one. Exhale, roll through. This one we get our longest, biggest stretch, lift, lift, lift. And we come all the way down. So the back of my palm touches the ground. My hand goes long and I can stay here. If you want, you can add that calf stretch as well here, so that left leg goes long as well. You can thread the needle, but that calf stretch I showed you before, you can utilize it here. So your body is actually active in this pose. You're pressing in, but let it sink into the earth. Get deep into those muscles. Holding it for a little longer really just gets that stretch a little further. Don't lose that breath. Nice. So to release, leg goes down first. My left hand pushes down and it lifts my body up. I'm back in tabletop and I just wag my tail side to side, like my shoulder and hip are trying to make the letter C. I'm gonna switch sides. You stay right where you are, and we're gonna switch. So left leg, left arm goes long. Inhale, exhale, come through. This arm is pushing through too. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, get that back open, that chest lifts, and I come on through. This one is the full version, so biggest length. And then come on through, back of the palm goes down, my front hand to the front of the mat. And if you want, that back leg can go as well. And you're in thread the needle with a calf stretch. So you're hitting your back here, your hips rotating. If you want to activate a little bit more, add that claw hand, the fingertips press to the ground, and those muscles go all the way through. Breathe through, let the body settle into the stretch. One more deep breath. And we're gonna come out. So leg goes first, hand comes to face, I push up, And now what I'm gonna do here is big hip circles within tabletop. So try to get as wide as you can. And then switch sides. What we're gonna do is flip the toes under, hips go down, down dog. Just walk this one out. This is just more a relaxed stretch here. So knees can be bent. A few deep breaths within this one. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Lift that tailbone, arms are straight, legs can be bent. Keep breathing here. If your kids are making noises in the background, just keep doing yoga. One more deep breath. Knees are gonna come down, and one more child's pose. So come on down. We're back in child's pose. Sorry, I had to bribe my children with lollipops, but you know, very yoga. So come on down to child's pose. Life interrupts, and that's why we come back to our breath to start all over. So just recenter, find that inhale, find that exhale. Just let everything go. One more breath. We're gonna lift here and come through. So our knees are gonna come to our chest and just find a position on your back. Knees just go side to side. I like having my hands out to brace, and these are really slow, getting into that low back. Then the legs go up, point and flex. And then we do ankle circles one direction and then the other. You're probably gonna hear popping. It's all good. Alternate the feet. And now, just like before, but with the legs straight, we're gonna go side to side. This can be a little harder, so feel free to bend those knees as you get closer to the ground. You're working just a little bit more. Right knee comes in, left leg is long. We're gonna take it for a very mild twist, so don't force the knee down. Just come on down, head goes the other direction, and just let it hover till you feel that stretch right along the glutes, the hips. Just feel it. You don't have to push all the way deep into every stretch. That breath settles me down. Inhale. My body goes nice and long. Full body stretch. Make it active though. Left leg in. And we drop it over. It hovers. My head is in the other direction. So it's not forcing your body into a pose, it's just letting it be where it is. Some days you need gentle yoga, some days you need a kick in the ass. Both are good. Just breathe here. We're gonna come back up. Knees are still bent, heels go to the floor. I'm gonna do a few slow bridges. The power is gonna come through my heels. So my arms are out to brace. My hips, knees, and toes are all in alignment. They're about a fist distance away from each other. I inhale, lift my hips up. You can roll the shoulder blades under. If there's any pressure in the neck, bring the chin down to the chest and just hold and breathe. The knees should be right over those ankles. I'm actively pushing up through my hips with the power from my heels. Exhale and go slow, slow, slow down. Vertebrae by vertebrae, like you're sinking into the ground. Knees come in, just rock side to side. That counter move will just balance everything out. And we drop one more, nice and gentle, lift up. Don't worry about going to the peak, just go to where you feel good. You feel your body working and you can feel the stretch. Breathe through. One more breath. Exhale, roll nice and softly down. Knees come in. We're just gonna rock up and back. It's called rock and roll. Have fun with it. Come up with control. Bring yourself back. We're gonna do one more and come to a seated position. So here we are again. We normally sit one way with folded legs. I usually do my right foot. I want you to switch from your norm. So those forward folds we had before, now our legs are switched. So we're gonna inhale, fall forward, exhale, come on down. I like that rock side to side and just really getting that stretch. Hips are a little bit more open, so you might go a little deeper. Just let gravity do the work. Slow and calm. Slow rise out of that. Legs go to a straddle pose. Toes are up, which actually protect the knees. Those hips are square. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fall forward. Rise with an inhale. Exhale, fall. We have one more. Come on down. This one we hold. Slow rise up. Left hand is going to go to the outside, the pinky edge. So if it doesn't get there, that's fine. If it does, come all the way down. Don't push, but we're just like before, we're going forward and then allowing ourselves to fall. You can wrap around the foot, but this is really gonna open that QL muscle in the back, that low back that gets agitated from sitting. Exhale, switch sides. Sugar might be kicking in, so if you hear them running around upstairs, that's what it is. Lollipops are coming back to haunt me. But just stretch through. Keep breathing. Every time there's a distraction, just enter back into that breath. I am breathing in. I am breathing out. Everything else, just let go away. So now we're going to come onto our back. Shavasana pose. So I like my knees bent. It's a little lighter on the low back, but come on down. Anything that's comfortable, where you can close your eyes and settle in. You stay there. We're just gonna have a little body scan. So enter in by just simply breathing in, breathing out. Arrive at your Shavasana. Let your toes release and relax. Maybe let them fall a little further out. Just be soft. And that relaxation runs through the legs, up the knees, bringing in any healing. Let that run through the thighs and swirl around the hips. Let the legs be completely soft. Let every drop of tension just melt into the floor. Let that sense of calm run right through your belly. As you breathe, you feel it rise and it returns to you. That sensation of calmness comes up to your heart, letting it be soft and open, coming back to the breath anytime you need to. Feeling that sense of calm that you've worked for run all over your body. Let your hands be soft, your arms sink down, and let that entire sense of peace run through you, finally arriving at your mind. Just bathing in the calmness and tranquility. Allow yourself to be soft and calm. Breathe in what you need. Breathe out what you don't. I hope you received exactly what you needed from this class. Namaste.